Hello friends, welcome. My name is Jessica. Thank you for joining us here at Wheaton Sports Center's YouTube page. And as you can see, I have set the mood for a relaxing and calming program. And I've created it for us today, something that we can actually do in bed, or as we're looking to just really unwind. So even if you have to just pause this video for a moment and kind of set up the atmosphere for yourself and turn down the lights and maybe light a candle or just get yourself into a comfortable position, I would just encourage you to do that. So really my heart for joining us together here today is to bring peace and to speak peace into this time, into this moment. And every day we are each challenged to move and to live and to love from our centered selves. And then with just our world circumstances right now, it's an extra challenge. So I just hope that this is a blessing to you because it is to me. So let's just come together in a seated position, however that is to make you comfortable. You can have legs crossed, you can be seated with your feet on the floor or on a chair. And we're just going to take a moment to open up the neck and shoulders because it's an area that we all hold tension in. So we're going to begin by just releasing the tips of the fingers down to the floor. We're just going to take that first deep breath in the nose, and then as we exhale, let the shoulders sink down. As we just begin to slow and to breathe, finding awareness of this moment. Letting the brow relax and settle, we feel the tips of the fingers just melt down into the floor. As we take a deep breath in, we feel the crown of the head grow light, the top of the head drifting and rising. As we exhale, just let the legs settle down. Let the lips softly touch. We begin to feel the breath move through the body. And we begin to feel the changes that it can bring to each moment. We're going to walk the hands now towards the back, keeping the spine lifted and open. We want to feel those shoulder blades being drawn down the spine. Keep the neck long. Bring the cool inhale through the nose against the tongue into the throat. Let the legs relax. Settle down. We begin to feel the warmth pouring through the front of the shoulders, opening from the chest. Bring that inhale into the heart. At any time you can work to walk those hands closer back. Let the muscles underneath the eyes relax. The face is soft. The breath is deep and intentional. The vast majority of us will often sit with the shoulders rounded forward. So I always want to take the time to correct the postures that we do throughout the day. Bringing the hands back to the sides. Take a moment, roll the shoulders back, fingertips softly touch. That deep, refreshing breath, and as we exhale, let the chin soften down to the chest, and then slowly roll the right ear over the right shoulder. Let the legs just be heavy and relaxed. Let the jaw shift and pull. Rolling chin to chest. Bring the left ear over the left shoulder. Settle with the exhale. Heart rise with the inhale, bringing balance, the cool breath to the warmth we begin to feel. And then chin to chest. Together we're going to come to hands and knees. And again, we can be on a bed or on the floor. We're going to come into child's pose with the knees open beyond the distance of the feet. Settling down, release the chest, walking the hands forward. Just settle down. Reconnect with the work of the breath. Let the hips open. This is a moment to settle and unguard. Feel the breath work its way through the rib cage. Reach the fingertips further. A gentle pressure into the palms and forearms. Relax the jaw. One more deep breath in. And together we slowly bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, uniting the knees underneath the hips, coming into a tabletop position. On the next exhale, push off the hands and knees. Feel the shoulder blades now pull away from the spine. And then inhale, rounding the crown of the head, lifting through the tailbone if that feels good to you. Let the jaw open. Let the neck be pulled smooth. Again, just as we sit quite often with the shoulders rounded forward, the neck is often shifted forward and rounded with. So take this moment to intentionally correct that. Let the brow relax. Exhale, pushing. And then come into a neutral spine. Together we're going to bring that right hand just a little bit further forward as we thread the left arm then underneath, settling down onto the left shoulder and to the side of the hand. Now walking that right hand further up so that the wrist is tension-free. Take a deep breath in and settle with the exhale. Let the ankles just soften. I want you to feel that rotation come through the back of the left shoulder, through the rib cage with each breath. Let the jaw be soft. One more deep breath in, and then we will reverse, bringing that right hand back down, pushing off, using the strength of that arm. We walk the left hand slightly forward, threading the right arm underneath, releasing to that posterior right shoulder and side of head. Then walk that left hand up so that the wrist is open. Relax. Slow the breath. Feel that right side of the shoulder blade open up away from the spine. We invite that inhale through each rib into the side of the waistline. Let the ankles relax, the face is soft. And slowly bringing the left hand back in. Pushing off, we reunite. Now you can come together in multiple different ways. You can have a towel or a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips and you can soften down, coming into a seated position. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can be up on your knees here. But together we're just going to begin by bringing the hands back behind the hips. Now depending on our shoulder rotation, you can just reach to the back of the floor, the mat, the bed. Okay? But we want to try to keep that inhalation lifted, where we had just opened the upper back. We're now going to flex that upper back and draw those shoulder blades towards one another so that we're opening up into the front of the chest, into the front of the shoulders here, and even down into the bicep. If it's right for you and you can thread the fingers together, feel free to do so. If you find that one shoulder is rotating further forward, that would be an indication of an inequality. Our goal is to keep the shoulders parallel with the hips, parallel with the top of the mat or bed. Relax the jaw. Feel that inhale lift into the crown of the head. We are present in the moment. We are freed of our cycling thoughts. Let the brow relax. Let the eyes just softly close. Now we can stay here working at bringing the hands closer together, or working at bringing the hips and heels closer together. Or if it is right for you, we're going to release the forehead back down to either the mat or the bed. Keeping those hands united, we then release the hips away from the heels, allowing the arms to drift up towards the ceiling. Relax the jaw. We want to be onto the crown of the head. Let the lips just sink together. We get a deep, warm pull into the front of the chest and shoulders, down the bicep. Try to unite the hands. And slowly release back down. Great, we're going to swing the feet around. We're going to bend the knees a lot, making sure that we have enough room behind us. And we're going to lay down. We will be supine, we will be on the back from now on. So make sure that you're comfortable. There is always time to respect what you need. We're going to begin with the heels at hip distance. Pushing through the heels, bring just a gentle activation to the glutes. If it's right for you, you can rise higher. Keeping the glutes fully active, you then begin to feel the stretch and pull come through the front of the legs, the quads, and into the front of the hips. If at any time you feel discomfort in the knee and you want to move the feet around, do so. So we can stay here, opening up the front of the pelvic wall and into the front of the thigh, all while strengthening into the back. Breathing. Feeling the cool air come in through the nose. Relax the jaw. It passes down through the throat. Bring it all the way into the hips and legs. Now, if it's right for you, and you were previously able to unite the hands behind the hips, you may do so again here. Interlacing the fingers. We pop one shoulder up at a time so that we're actually balanced onto the back of the arm or tricep. And the hands can unite underneath the hips. Never relax the glutes. We never want there to be a dip or bow into that lumbar. We are always moving with the strength of the back activated. We open into the entire front of the frame, again, all the way from the shoulders and chest, through the front of the hips and pelvic wall, down the front of the quads. We feel the strength gather into the back of the glutes, the hamstrings, and perhaps even into the low back. This is a critical area to have strength, but if you are already working with tenderness there, remember at any time you can bring the hips all the way back to the floors and just apply a gentle pressure to the heels and a gentle activation to the glutes. You don't have to lift higher. Together we breathe. Together we listen to what's right for us. If we have tucked the hands underneath, patiently and carefully, we release one arm at a time out. Together, we start at the top of the back and slowly curl down, appreciating the many bones and connective parts of the spine that come together to release and respect. To open up the hips and glutes now, together we're going to bring the right ankle to the left knee. Unguard. Relax. We can stay here. Listen to what's right for you. Just like side to side through the arms, side to side through the legs, we will have different capabilities and different limitations. If it is right for you, you can deepen the stretch of the right hip by bringing the hands back behind the left leg. Now, if you are laying down on the floor or near a bed, you can even put that left foot on a headboard or a wall, just to have a little extra support there. Anytime you want to rock side to side a little bit, the hip is a nice round joint, so you don't need to hold it in a static position. You may find that as you rock in one direction, it's a little bit warmer than the other. Make sure that you're using your breath to maintain balance and integrity of your practice. We never want to force and pull that left leg closer. But as the warmth of that right hip begins to open up and break down the muscle, you may find that you can work to just softly bend the elbows of the arms, drawing that shin closer. And again, at any time you can relax and let it go, and you can work to bring it back in. Never, if you feel tension in the neck, in the jaw, if you find yourself holding the breath all together, that is an indication that you are not really respecting what's right for you. We want to be able to maintain that centered breath, that centered intention, even if we decide to bring ourselves a greater challenge. So always make sure that you're taking the time to listen and to connect. If you choose, you can straighten that left leg just a little bit more. Now, each one of us will find the tendons behind the knees are tight. They need to be strong. So we can deepen the pull of the back of that left leg by simply pointing the toes of the left foot towards the hand. You can then relax the ankle and rotate it around, pointing in all directions. But if you want to work at the opening of the back of the left leg further, you can do so by pointing the toe to the hand. Rocking side to side, let the jaw relax, the fingers are light to touch. If it is right for you, you continue to walk the hands further up. Cool inhale. Relax the brow. If you want a pillow for the back of the head, then do go get one. If you can work to bring the hands all the way to the toes. You don't have to. You may find that on this leg you can have this extension, but on the other you won't. It's the process of connecting to what we're able to do right now and to maintain appreciation and peace in that moment. And again, you can work at softly bending the elbows. Slowly releasing that left foot back down, followed by the right. Together we push off the heels one more time to open the front of that right hip. Pushing off the heels. Remember, we want to curl up and roll up just as far as we're comfortable. Keeping the glutes active, feeling that pull come through the front of the pelvic wall, the hip flexors into the quads. Maintaining an open chest, a centered breath. The face is soft and peaceful. Let the jaw relax. Finding the right degree of lift and comfortability for you today. One more deep breath in. And together we slowly release, curling down, appreciating the mechanics of the spine and honoring that. Together we bring the left ankle to the right knee and take a moment to settle, to unguard, to slow the breath, to feel the energy moving through the legs. Now again, we may find that we have very different capabilities side to side through the legs. We can stay here, or if it's right for you, the hands can come back behind the right thigh. Let the foot just relax down for now. And again, take a moment to rock side to side.
The warmth we feel is the muscle opening, the fiber breaking down and creating flexibility. We can find that we're moving out of good work and into anxiety or tension. Again, if we find ourselves not breathing, clenching through the jaw, the brow. Let the breath settle, and you can stay here for today. Or if it's right for you, you can work to straighten the right leg further. Bringing the weight of that right leg a little bit closer to overhead will draw that left shin further in. Again, the back of your right leg and glute may have a different capability. You may be working with an injury. Your femur just may be inserted differently into that hip. Slow the breath and center. Make sure that you're working with integrity, with self-respect. You can deepen this pull from the back of the knee simply by flexing the toe towards the head. Again, taking a moment at any time to flex, to rotate, to open the intricate ankle. A gentle bend of the elbows. Let the fingertips just be light to the touch. They can release away and soften down at any time. If it's right for you, you can work to bring the hands back behind the right shin. You can work to straighten the right leg fully. Flexing through the foot, you can work to retrieve the toes. Again, you don't have to. Always rocking side to side. Always connecting with the breath. If it is right for you, again, you can work to softly bend the elbows. Breathing, relax the jaw. And together, we slowly release. Bringing the right foot back down to the floor, followed by the left. Settle the shoulders back, make sure that you're comfortable. We're going to open up the feet beyond hip distance, and we're going to allow that right knee to drop into the center. Bringing an interior rotation to that exterior hip. You may feel that pull come all the way from the lumbar and into the QL muscles. And listen to your knees, your ankles. You know what you're working with. And then other side. Let the right foot plant down, and then allow the left knee to just fall center. Feeling the outside, that lateral hip onto the side of the hip and glute there, into the low back open. Slow the breath. Let the jaw relax. And then together, planting the left foot, we're going to heel toe the feet together at center. And then we are going to take a moment to allow the knees now to open out to the sides. This is a great opportunity, again, to retrieve pillows in support of the knees. You can bring them underneath to the base of the skull. A lot of the times, if we have a very short and tight, rounded muscles into the front of the frame, we may feel as though the chin is reaching up and crinking into the back of the neck. So again, you can alleviate that as you continue to work on gaining flexibility into the front of the chest and shoulders by just supporting the base of the skull, again with a pillow, if that's right for you. Rocking side to side, just on guard. Feel the breath, follow it down, opening through the throat. We open the channel of communication, opening through the heart, opening through the stomach, a place that we hold and store feelings or emotions. opening all the way into the hips. Relax, on guard. Connect with the work of the breath. We are present in the moment, filling with peace. We settle into appreciation. We are going to prepare for an extended Savasana. If it is right for you, do feel free to cover the eyes or turn the lights completely off here. One foot at a time, allow the legs to release down. The feet roll open, and we just let it all go. Tucking the shoulders back, rolling the hands, palms up if we had not. Together we close the eyes and fully relax. We now begin to feel the warmth of the exhale softly brushing against the lips. The lips are soft and smooth. The heavy jaw goes sliding back, and the tongue just goes with. We fully relax, feeling the weight of the ears pull down. The muscles deep underneath the eyes fall and pull. The skin is left smooth. The eyelids are warm and soft like velvet. The brows just fall open and we are freed from any tension between. Fully relax. The brow is pulled smooth as the crown of the head now rolls back, and we become deeply rooted at the base of the skull. We fully relax. We fully relax. Now feeling every vertebrae of the neck settle back. A soft pillow of air builds from behind, bringing us comfort, bringing us support. Just let it all go. We fully relax. We feel the breath softly rising and falling into the top of the chest. We feel the heavy shoulders now roll back, pulling and dragging the arms down into the floor. We just let them fall as the wrists now drain out. The back of the hands deeply plant. We feel the tips of the fingers grow light as their warmth pools in the palms and radiates, just beckoning us to touch. But we let it go. You have patience. We fully relax. We just let it all go. The breath has slowed. And now with every exhale, the abdomen falls like a feather towards the spine. And we just let it fall further. And further. And further. Leaving the top of the hips now scooped out. The glutes settle back, and the warmth just freely pours through the legs. Heavily it settles into the back of the thighs. The knees just open and lift away. We just let go. We feel the warmth spread out into the calves. As the calves just spread out, sinking down. The ankles are left hollow. The tips of the toes light. We feel the last of the warmth come trickling down through the bottom of the feet, releasing through the heels. We just let it all go. We fully relax. We fully relax. We feel the warm, heavy muscles heavily sinking into the back of the frame. We are anchored down, anchored in peace, anchored in surrender, in acceptance. We fully relax. The breath is slow. A light sense of peace now falls upon us, softly covering, warmly embracing. We feel a sense of love and care, a sense of acceptance. We fully relax. We fully relax. We are present in the moment. We fully relax. Yet we are present in the moment. Connected to how we feel right now. The choice that we have made to let go and to have peace. We fully relax. We fully relax. We fully relax. We hold on to nothing. We fully relax. We have surrendered. The body, the tension, and we have been covered with joy and peace because of this intention to slow, to fully relax. We are present in the moment, connected to how we feel right now. We fully relax. We fully relax. Take a moment to slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. And then let it all go. The heavy exhale reroots the body and reroots the mind. We feel the energy in the tips of the toes and fingers. We are connected with how we feel right now. We fully relax. We fully relax. You choose peace, and we fully relax. You can stay here, claiming this moment. Surrender, fully relaxed. Or if you need to, you can roll to the side to reawaken. But together we settle with the exhale, continuing to feel the weight of the hips and shoulders soften down. The face is soft, smooth. You are fully relaxed. If you need to, you can push up or stay where you're comfortable. Together we feel the lift, the gentle rise, the feeling of peace with the inhale. We settle with the exhale. Thank you for taking this moment to join with me, but to truly unite with yourself. To make the choice of what we fill with and what we let go of. Today you have found wisdom, integrity. You have found self-respect and love. Fully relax. This is your energy. Carry it with you always.